Hello everyone, and welcome back to WolfQuest. We're here with the Stone Root Pack, and I'm gonna send these guys in the den just to be a little bit extra safe. Fortunately, it does look like Autumn has recovered from her injury. Yes, Tumbleweed, we do have things we need to do today. Oh, and the poor boy is very itchy as well. It looks like the fleas are irritating, and my bigger concern is... yeah, that ain't too great. I do think Autumn has a solution in mind for this, though, and as some of you guys may have realized, yeah, last time we got injured during a den attack, and I did mention that, just like her challenge for hunting, that could have some consequences. And I think Autumn's been mulling it over and has decided she would like to move to this den over here, which I believe is the one that's over in the gravel fan area. It's one of the older dens. And yes, I think we're actually going to, first of all, call the pups back out. Hi, Tumbleweed. He wants to go hunting. Wait. No, Tumbleweed, stay. We're gonna need your help. Tumbleweed, we're gonna need your help to move the pups. Please come back. Please come back. Tumbleweed? There we go, he's coming back. All right. The pups are a little bit hungry too, but we're actually gonna go ahead and move to a new den. We do want to move to a new home, and we're going to set out in this direction right towards it. I think, are there still meat chunks around? There are. Let's just eat these so that we're able to feed the pups if we need to, and that'll help us out a bit because we are gonna, oops, we didn't finish that other one. We are gonna need to hunt probably soon too, which is gonna be interesting because we are now completely restricted to hunting elk. I did mention that Autumn also has a hunting challenge. I'm a little worried we're gonna get jumped by stranger wolves too. But that hunting challenge is that if she takes an injury from a particular type of prey, she can't hunt that prey again. And, well, at least not until we run out of huntable prey, and then we'll start calculating. But last time we did take an injury from mule deer, and that means that we're no longer able to hunt them. We have to stick to hunting elk, because we've also been injured hunting beavers, and we've also been injured hunting moose. So that's just a raven. There's not really anything we can do except try and hunt some elk now. But that means that any food we can get that's not gonna be requiring us to do that hunting is gonna be for the better, because if we rule out elk, it probably will force us to go back to mule deer. I am kind of thankful that mule deer got ruled out first, because they are harder to hunt at this time of year. And yes, as some of you guys have asked, this does apply to all types of that particular prey. So all mule deer, bucks, does, and even babies are currently off the table, because the reasoning for that being, if you end up hunting a baby, you still could get attacked by the mom and potentially injured. We're gonna do a head count. Let's go in the grass. Vernal is running in the absolute opposite direction of the grass, and Root is just lagging behind. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Root is definitely a wanderer. Mouse was wandering quite a lot last time, and Vernal is the one who's had some close calls with predators. She's gotten almost taken by an eagle at least once, I think even more than that. But let's keep going. That's a moose. That doesn't exactly pertain to us. I mean, we can't hunt them, but I think the moose will leave us alone as long as we stay far enough away. I bet moose would come after your pups, though, if given the chance, and that's a mule deer in the distance, who we also can't hunt. Several mule deer, actually. I don't know if these guys... the pups do seem scared of them, I've noticed in other playthroughs, but I don't know if they actually attack. So we're just gonna keep heading this way. We're getting pretty close to the den, and then we're gonna have some serious territory work to do after this. Here we go. It's another open den, but I suppose that's all right. We're gonna go ahead, we'll dig it out, because it is a dirt den, of course, so we have to do this. And then we will have to give it a name as well. Oh my goodness, it's taken a hot minute to dig. There we go. Finally got to it. We got some roots hanging down from this one as well. And I think we're just gonna call this, open clearing. It seems like a good, simple name for it. But we've got our new den. We can feed the pups, give them some food. Yes, Tumbleweed. I might ask Tumbleweed to stay, though, because, yeah, he's feeling antsy. I know, buddy. Hold on. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, he's a little bit of a nervous boy. We're gonna whine back at him. I want him to stay and behave himself. Look at them whining at each other. Oh my goodness. I want the pups to eat. Sir, please stay for a minute. I'm actually going to ask him to stay with the pups because I do want them to eat. And I want to go mark some territory. We're going to have to move our entire territory because I think, so this is 75 now. Let's just give it a good howl. We'll see which one goes up. And we'll see if this is the territory hex that I think it is. In fact, the better way of doing it, yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. The better way of doing it is just put the scent post here and see if that boosts it all the way up to 100. We'll just put that right here. I mean, I don't know if that's a good idea or bad. It makes it convenient, but yes, that's boosted it to 100. So this den is in this hex as opposed to the other one. So we're gonna actually have to claim, oh boy, Junction Butte has actually decided to claim this, and that's not a great time for it. But we're gonna have to like flesh out as much of this as we can. So I'm probably gonna focus on most of this today, and then we'll maybe let this decay. But we're gonna have quite a bit of work to do, and I am gonna ask Tumbleweed. Oh yeah, we can't regurgitate anymore. How's he doing on his food? And it's Mouse who doesn't have any food right now. That's fine. We want Mouse to have food because, oh, and there are stranger wolves this way, aren't there? I wonder if they were coming to attack us. We're gonna see if we can find something real quick to be able to feed Mouse with. In fact, I bet we can go get some water here and just feed her from that. I mean, it's a little counterintuitive, but it works. I bet if we get a drink, we'll be able to feed her though. And then we can make sure, because we want Mouse to have food because she is our runt, and so she's gonna be the one that we're waiting on when it comes to not being able to move. She's the one who's going to be the holdup both for finishing litter and for moving to the rendezvous site. So it's advantageous. Oop, we're going the wrong way. It's advantageous to make sure she stays well fed. So I'm just going to do that real quick. Catch this hare as well since it's right by the den. And then we will set out and start doing some marking. Okay, we don't have a lot of territory left to mark, mostly this, and I'm gonna try to take some of this, so I think we're gonna actually call Tumbleweed over, because we don't have a lot of stamina either, and we probably ought to try to do a hunt, or at the least I should feed him some hares. And I've been snagging them along the way for Autumn, and, ooh, speaking of, oh, I guess somebody else is hungry too. But yeah, I've been feeding Autumn some hare carcasses, so as long as we're able to get our food up enough from that, we might not need to hunt until tomorrow, which is good, because I haven't exactly noticed where the elk herd is, and yeah, we're not allowed to do anything about all of these mule deer scents. We have to find that elk herd, or we're not going to eat. And unfortunately, this is the Stonecrop herd, and you know well how I feel about them if you've seen any of my other series where I've complained about them. They are the herd that is never where they should be, and likes to cause problems on purpose. I do not like them, and that's the one disadvantage of being down here stuck, forced to hunt elk. In fact, I would rather track down this carcass wherever this is and get my food from that than deal with the Stonecrop herd, so I think I'm gonna do that. Well, there's a little bit left. It's not a whole lot, but hopefully Tumbleweed will catch up to us in a minute here. We will mark it, I guess, just in case anything remains, but I kind of suspect it won't. And at the least, it should hopefully be enough to feed these guys and still have some food for the pups for today, so that's what counts. Alright, we've made it back to the den. Here we are. There's Myrtle and Mouse and Shale. And there's Root. Let's make sure we feed them. And we did mark the territory, marked a little bit more than I was expecting. We actually claimed this hex down here, but we still have these three that I don't really want to fool around with at this particular moment in time. These ones up here we're going to let decay, and this one over here, we'll just let this be our territory and take these three hexes, hopefully in the morning, but that could lead to a strange wolf fight, so I'd rather not do that when we have absolutely zero energy. We're just going to spend some time hanging out here at the pups instead, try to get the affinity back up, and then tomorrow hopefully we'll just make a quick jaunt over there, maybe do a hunt at some point as well, and see if we're able to take on some stranger wolves, or hopefully not have to take on some stranger wolves and just be able to steal that territory without even needing to fight. Alright, morning is here. We're gonna just send these guys back in the den momentarily. Aha! Okay, well, we found the stranger wolves. We'll take that back from them, don't worry. Oh no, and Tumbleweed is feeding them, which is kind of, I guess that's okay, but I mostly wanted them back in the den right now. I don't think anything's attacking us, but it's just always wise to be cautious. Yes, I hear you, bud. How are they doing? We did feed them. Everybody's Decent. Well, if we can feed them, I guess we probably should. Tumbleweed, come back. We're gonna need you here in a second. He's setting off. He wants to mark some of this territory, but we need to mark this territory more than anything, especially this one. I don't want them taking it. I want to actually ideally chase them out of that territory and then not have to worry about them being in other territory. But that one we just claimed. That was at 100% last night. So we absolutely do not want to give that back to them, but we'll give them a little bit more food before we go, just to make sure that they have enough chance to eat here. And we should also boost the affinity that last little bit while we're able to, just to make sure that they'll stay in the den for the longest possible time while we're gone. Whoa, 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 excuse me, hold up. Okay, I went to get water and there was, oh gosh, oh no, none of the pups are in the den. Okay, we have to look for the shadow. Oh, I'm gonna try to get some of them back towards it. Guys, stay close, please. Oh my goodness. No, it's right there. Okay, can I get you to go back in the den? No. Okay, we're gonna follow the shadow. We're following the shadow. I went to go get water and the, no! Oh my goodness, Shale! Are you okay, bud? That was too close. So yeah, I went to get water. Tumbleweed followed me. I didn't realize Tumbleweed was following me, and suddenly there was an eagle. Did I actually manage to get water? No, but I think Tumbleweed fed... Did Tumbleweed feed? He did not feed Shale. Alright, well now I'm gonna actually go get water for real. Dude, please. I'm literally begging you to watch the pups, please. They just got attacked by an eagle. We need to keep an eye on them. Oh, there is a mule deer carcass in this direction that might have a bear on it. Hold on. There's bison. Oh, I think we just ran past a bear, but there is a mule deer carcass over here, so this could be kind of convenient. We can scavenge off whatever carcasses we want, as long as it's, like, you know, worth the risk of fighting whatever might be on them. But if we can find a carcass, this is not a bad thing, because that'll allow us to fill up on food without having to worry about, yeah, you can just leave. Oh, that's a fox. Okay, that was maybe a little bit more aggressive than I needed to be. No, I'm sorry, bud. I thought you were a coyote for a second. The foxes, we don't need to be overly hostile to. We still don't want them eating our food, but Tumbleweed can eat that meat chunk. Yeah, this will give him at least a little bit. It's not gonna last, but it's a bit of food, and then we can just hop right over to this territory, and then we'll try and claim... Okay, good. None of this is 100. I think that means they're most likely no longer in those hexes. Oh, they took our scent post, didn't they, the jerks? I don't see it anywhere. Yeah, they did. Oh my goodness. Alright, well, we're putting it back right here. Yeah, they did. We can't increase it without a scent post. You jerks! That's the most annoying part of it to have to fix. It's just the scent post, or just the rest of the territory that's down. You can always just go pee on the scent post. But we're gonna go ahead and reclaim this, and then we're gonna go poking around through the other territory, try and take some of that away from them, and hopefully not get jumped. Oh, perfect. There's a bison carcass. We've still been looking for more food because you can see we're not very full. We did... Oh, Tumbleweed's got it. That's good. Oh, y'all, on the other hand, no. Get out. Who are you? Slip and slide wolves. Okay, that's not too bad. That's just the dispersals. It's fine. We don't have to worry too much about them. But I was gonna say, this bison carcass is probably good news. Yeah, it's right here, actually. And I don't know how much is left. There's an eagle on it. Oh, there's a little bit. That's probably enough to at least feed us now. Tumbleweed still has his hair. But that's probably enough to at least feed us for right now. And maybe another meal in the future. Did he? Yeah, he did eat that. That's good. But this is ideal because then we don't have to worry about hunting. I did finally find the stone crop herd. They're over in this direction, but you know, if you don't have to hunt, it's better to not risk it. That's something that I really am liking about this update before, is it does play more like what I kind of had set up for Ultra Iron Wolf, where when you have a chance of taking injuries, it forces you to be more cautious about the fights that you're picking, and that's, I think, a really good thing because it both mimics the mindset of wolves in the real world, where they have to be really careful about picking their battles, and, you know, predators in general, but it both mimics that mindset and it forces the player to make choices that I think are interesting and meaningful, because if you pick too many battles, you're going to wind up with a bunch of major injuries, and you're going to have a bad time I think the way that they set it up with the major minor injury system, where you can take minor injuries doing a lot of things, but you can only get major ones under a certain set of conditions that is exacerbated by being lower health or by having a minor injury already. I think that's a really good way of doing it, because then it's just not like, oh no, I'm constantly taking these injuries. Yes, you're going to take a lot of the littler ones, and they will have an impact, but the impact isn't that dramatic, but it is a sign that you need to be careful. It's just like an Ultra Iron Wolf, how we have to really mind our health bar, and if that starts to go down, we have to be extra careful with what we're doing, because it's very easy for that to spiral, because you don't heal up all the way very easily on accurate. So I really like that, because I think it adds that element of interest and that element of having to be cautious with what you're doing without making it the super brutal hard challenge that Ultra Iron Wolf can be, because I know not everybody likes that. So I think this is a nice way of balancing that kind of thing and adding meaningful gameplay impact without making it too punishing for the broader player population. All right, we have made it back, and just in the nick of time, because I think our stamina is about to go. But let's feed these guys. Oh, there's Tumbleweed. He is on the way. We did manage to claim this territory. It's holding up pretty well, although we'll have to reinforce some of this come morning, I think. And again, these we don't really care about. We just want this core area here. So I think we did all right. We just now really need to focus on getting Little Mouse's weight up, because she's still at 12.6. which is not quite as high as I was hoping at this point. It was probably going to be a little bit yet before we get to leave for the rendezvous site, and that's nerve-wracking because we're going to be dealing with eagles until then, which is always scary, as we saw earlier in the day. But with that, I think we are going to go ahead and leave this one off here for today, because it is getting to be about that time again. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, this is Jay. Over and out.